That bridge is the only man-made thing you'll find in this jungle. There are so many plants and animals here that some have never even been seen by people. That bridge is the only man-made thing you'll find in this jungle. Bridge. B-R-I-D-G-E. A bridge is a man-made path to get across a river, hole, or a gap between two trees. The first bridges were simply big trees lying across a river, with one end of the tree touching each riverbank. Today, most bridges are made of stone and metal, so they won't break. In the jungle, rope bridges are used in trees because rope is much easier to carry up the tree than stone or metal. Bridges between canopy trees let naturalists move around the canopy as they study the animals found there. I wonder what's in that tall pavilion tree sticking above the canopy. Not many animals live up here in the pavilion. Considering how high up we are, I don't blame them. Hey, Katydid, I see you. You're not going to fool anyone unless you stand next to some leaves. Not many animals live up here in the pavilion. Considering how high up we are, I don't blame them. Harpy Eagle. H-A-R-P-Y-E-A-G-L-E. This black and gray bird is rightly called one of the biggest eagles in the world. Few animals see them sitting up in the pavilion trees. The harpies just sit there, watching and listening for the animals they eat. Then they dive down on the surprised animal, grabbing it with their sharp claws. If they have to, they can chase a monkey through the canopy at 50 miles per hour. At that speed, it's amazing they don't run into a tree branch. But they are very nimble flyers and never run into anything. Flying gecko. F-L-Y-I-N-G-G-E-C-K-O. The flying gecko lives high in the jungle canopy and pavilion, moving from tree to tree by flying. To be honest, the flying gecko doesn't fly at all. It glides. Flaps of skin along their body, on their tail, and between their toes open up to slow their fall when they jump to another tree. Their long toes have sharp claws, which they use to grab onto the tree branch when they land. Flying geckos are busiest at night, when the jungle is cooler and fewer enemies are awake. Katydid. K-A-T-Y-D-I-D. The green leaves on a tree branch might really be this bug, eating sap from the tree. When their wings are closed, one of these green katydids looks just like a leaf. They sit very still, so that enemies won't see them. They will also shake like a leaf blowing in the wind, to make enemies believe that the katydid really is just a leaf. Leaf katydids are also musical, rubbing their legs against their wings to make sounds that attract other leaf katydids. Without wild tomatoes like those, we wouldn't be able to eat BLTs. It's hard to believe that these cute capybaras are related to common rats. I know it sounds dippy, but some people make avocado milkshakes. It's hard to believe that these cute capybaras are related to common rats. Without wild tomatoes like those, we wouldn't be able to eat BLTs. Capybara. C-A-P-Y-B-A-R-A. Most rodents, such as mice and rats, are pretty small. A capybara is also a rodent, but it can be as large as a big pig. In fact, capybaras are the biggest rodents in the world. Families of capybara can be found near rivers, where they eat the plants that grow along the riverbank. They are good swimmers and often hide underwater to get away from nearby ocelots or other animals. Once in the water, though, the capybara must watch out for caiman and piranha. O-C-E-L-O-T. This small cat is often seen climbing through the understory trees. Their gold-colored fur has spots and stripes, which make them hard to see in the shadowy branches. Ocelots are excellent climbers, but prefer to hunt on the jungle floor. Usually they hunt at night, preferring to sleep in the daytime. When they find a meal, they crouch down, slowly sneak up on it, and then attack, just like a pet cat might do. Tomato. T-O-M-A-T-O. What is now a common salad fruit began life as a rare jungle plant. Jungle tomato plants look a lot like the plants grown in gardens, with small yellow flowers and green spiky leaves. Tomatoes grown today can weigh up to 3 pounds, with the world's biggest tomato weighing in at 7 pounds. Although most tomatoes are red, they can also be yellow or orange. At one time, people thought tomatoes were poison and were afraid to eat them. Today, people all over the world eat tomatoes in salads, sauces, and soups. Iguana. I-G-U-A-N-A. These big lizards are almost everywhere in the Amazon jungle. Iguanas can grow to over 6 feet in length, which makes them look scary. But iguanas are harmless because they only eat leaves and fruit. Like most reptiles, iguanas love to warm themselves in the sun. Iguanas will sun themselves on branches over a river so they can dive into the water if there is danger or if they get too hot. Iguanas can also hide on land, running up into the understory where their green skin blends in with the leaves. A few iguanas can even change the color of their skin, just like chameleons.